Hey, I'm Celine, but my dad calls me Cece. My parents were always super rich. They had it all. Huge mansions, fancy cars, even their own helicopter. Mom really believed in keeping away bad luck, so she did all the crazy, superstitious stuff, like avoiding the number 13 and hating black cats. The day I was born, though, Mom almost dropped me when the nurse handed me to her. What is that? Look at her eyes. She's Satan. Get this devil away from me. Well, yeah, my eyes were a little different than others. One was blue and the other was green. But for some reason, my stupid mom thought it was the devil and meant bad luck. Growing up, Mom never really cared about me. Once, when I was 4, I gave my mom an invitation to the party that our teacher was having to celebrate Mother's Day. And Mom said, "To celebrate what? Giving birth to the devil? My life was way better before you. Your teacher is stupid and doesn't know what it's like to raise an enemy. Yes, you're my enemy. Just get lost." I went crying and Dad hugged me and said he would attend the party himself, and we had a great time. When I was in the 3rd grade, Dad got me a puppy and I was super happy. But the moment Mom saw her, she took her immediately. "This puppy is mine. I need someone to make me feel like a mom since I don't see you as a daughter." She kept the puppy for herself, but a week later, the puppy died. Mom went ballistic and said it was my fault. I got mad and threw my ball at her, but it hit the TV and broke it. Oh God, I told you, this girl is trouble for me. She's cursed. When I was in the 7th grade, she started taking me to shamans to have my curse lifted. I was sick of her nonsense, so I decided to get back at Mom. Before the shaman could start her chants, I climbed on her table and went all Tarzan, screaming something in Latin. Mom got super scared and the shaman ran out of her own freaking house. It was hilarious. But Mom was more convinced than ever that I was evil. She even told my teachers at a parent-teacher meeting, and my classmates' parents told them not to sit with me. I was alone there. When I was in the 10th grade, my parents had set up a new office in LA, so they decided to move there for a couple of years. I was super excited because I wanted a fresh start at school where no one would call me a freak. So the first thing I did was get myself some cool blue contact lenses. LA was so big and lively. I loved it there. On my first day of school, I received a warm welcome and even compliments on my eyes. A couple of days later, I saw the poster for cheerleading auditions and I decided to try my luck. And to my amazement, I got in. The captain of the cheerleading team, Tiffany, was super friendly to me. "I want you on the squad, girl." And just like that, I joined the group of the most popular girls in the school. I couldn't believe it. My life was getting better and better over the weeks. That is, until Tiffany offered to drive me home one day, and I happily said yes. But when we got home, we saw Mom outside, and she looked scary. She started calling out to me nonstop. I turned to Tiffany. "That's our maid, but Mom fired her because she's a thief. She keeps coming here like a crazy person. Ew." "It's okay, Tiffany. You can go now. I'll deal with her." Mwah, mwah. When Tiffany drove off, I walked to Mom. "What now, Mom?" "Did you say to your dad that you liked my new car?" "You did? That's why it got burned today. You useless, bad luck girl." "Mom, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Just leave me alone." I left her screaming and walked away. Just then, I bumped straight into a boy who was also running like crazy. He held my hand and said, "Run." So I ran as fast as I could. After a few minutes, I stopped him and I said, "Why are we running?" "Oh, from my crazy dad. He thinks I brought him bad luck, and he's furious now, and I just ran away. Oh, by the way, I'm your neighbor." "Oh, that's a lot of things we have in common. A crazy parent and the same neighborhood." "Oh, yeah, I know your mom. She is... Oh, wow, your eyes. They're so beautiful. I've never met someone with odd eyes before." And then it hit me. My lens must have fallen out. "Oh, geez, you don't have to be nice. I know I look like a freak." "What? No, you look unique." He then came close to me and gently kissed me on the cheek. "Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. It's our secret." I felt butterflies in my stomach hearing his words. And from that day on, Sean and I started to hang out in school too. I found out later that Sean was Tiffany's cousin. "Oh, you're hanging with the sexiest cousin I have. Lucky you." I'm also dating this hot college guy, and he's rich. It's not like I'm a gold digger, but I made sure he was rich. Tiffany was such a cool friend, and being with her and the cheerleading squad, I felt on top of the world. We were the queen bees, and I felt invincible. One day, we were in the bathroom fixing our makeup when a girl came in and walked towards a stall, but Tiffany stopped her. "Hey, weirdo, leave the bathroom. We're having a private talk here." But I really need to pee." Didn't you hear what I said? Go away." "Hey, Cece, was I clear enough?" Yes. She said leave. Why are you still here?" Because I need to go to the bathroom." "No, she said leave." I tried to drag her away, but I forgot that I was still holding the eyeliner in my hand, and I accidentally poked her shoulder with it. She pushed me away, and I pushed her back hard, and she fell on the ground. She held her arm and screamed in pain. Tiffany and I freaked out and ran away. The girl later complained about us, and Tiffany and I were called into the principal's office. To make matters worse, Dad was there. He was so disappointed.
"You weren't letting that poor girl go to the bathroom? This isn't how I raised you, Cece. A bully? Who are you?"
His words made me realize what I'd done. I had tears in my eyes, and the way Dad looked at me broke my heart. I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have. Oh, cut it out, Cece. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. What? Oh my God, you started it, you lying jerk. All of a sudden, Tiffany pounced on me and pulled hard at my hair. She was suspended for a week and then removed from the cheerleading squad. I felt guilty and went to the girl to apologize. Luckily, she forgave me. A few days later, we were invited to the school quarterback Ashton's birthday party, and Sean and I danced like crazy. Feeling sweaty, I went to the bathroom to wash my face, and just as I looked up in the mirror, Tiffany came and shoved my face in the sink. "You two-faced witch." I screamed and pushed her away, making her fall on her butt. "Are you crazy or what?" But when I turned, I noticed she was looking at me like I had a pair of horns on my head. OMG, so this is what they were talking about. You hit it well. While I was suspended, I dug up information on your previous school and talked to some people. Turns out you were quite popular for being bad luck. OMG, my lens, they must have fallen out in the sink. Okay, so here's the deal. Leave Sean and I'll keep your secret. He already knows which, and you have a boyfriend. Why can't a girl have two? He's your cousin. So what? And he knows about the weird eyes, but the rest don't. I talked to your old classmates and they all think you're a freak. It won't be much different here, trust me. I had no choice but to agree. I didn't want things to be like they were at my old school. After that, I quietly left the party. Sean kept calling me on my cell phone, but I didn't pick up. The next couple of weeks were awkward. Sean tried everything to talk to me. He was constantly following me and asking if he'd done anything wrong. I told him to just leave me alone. To convince him that I wasn't into him, I kissed Ashton one day when I knew Sean was watching us. Sean looked defeated. I knew his heart was broken, but so was I. Tiffany was by his side and held his hand with a wicked smirk on her face. I hated her. The very next day, I was sitting in the cafeteria when Tiffany suddenly came and knocked my sandwich out of my hand and then squished it with her foot. I just heard. You were made head of the cheerleading team. I think you should turn down the position. Don't you agree? 'Cause otherwise, you know what happens. OMG! Now she was blackmailing me to leave the squad? That was it. I was done with that bully. I stood up and shoved her away. What will you do if I don't? Tell everyone my secret? Wait, let me help you. And then I climbed onto the cafeteria table. May I have your attention, please? I want to tell something about myself that I've been hiding from all of you. And then I removed my blue lens and threw them at Tiffany. Yup, I've got odd eyes. I'm freaky. Want to come and take a closer look? Go ahead. But the reaction from my schoolmates was not what I expected at all. OMG, I always wanted to see someone with odd eyes. Cece, that's so awesome. It just makes you look 10 times cooler. Everyone complimented my eyes. I was the center of attention, and Tiffany was screaming with anger as she left the cafeteria. But all I could think about was Sean. I searched for him everywhere, and when I found him, I immediately hugged him and started crying. I'm so sorry I hurt you, Sean. I was so stupid and foolish that I let Tiffany blackmail me into driving you away. But it's only because all my life, my mom and other people have made me feel like a freak.
Hey, don't cry. It's all right. I told you before, you're not a freak. Cece, you're the most amazing girl I've ever met.
And then it happened. I looked up at him and he kissed me. I was back to going around with Sean now, and Tiffany looked crazier than ever. A few days later, we had a soccer match in school. Right at the end of our cheerleading routine, we were in the pyramid position and I was on top when I felt something hit my head. I lost my balance and was about to hit the ground, but the other cheerleaders caught me just in time, and they started screaming. OMG, it was Tiffany! Yeah, I saw her throwing a stone. She's a psycho! I knew Tiffany hated me, but this was next level psycho. Like a raging bull, I charged towards Tiffany and we both fell on the ground. You witch, why can't you just leave me alone? Leave you alone? Oh, I will destroy you, Cece. You became the cheerleading captain and you got Sean? No. Not on my watch. Sweetie, it's already done. The cheerleading squad had called the principal and Tiffany was expelled. When I got home from the game that day, Mom noticed I wasn't wearing my lens, and she flipped out. You've been going around like this? God knows what bad luck is going to come my way now. Go wear your lens. It makes me sick looking at you like this. You know what, Mom? Don't look at me. In fact, don't talk to me either. Just pretend I don't even exist. I'm just so sick of your stupid nonsense. All my life, you made me think I'm some kind of freak, but the only abnormal person I know is you. How dare you? Mom lifted her hand to slap me, but before she could, Dad caught her hand and pushed her away.
Pack your bags and get out.
What?
Get out before I call the cops. You've hurt my daughter long enough. I'm not putting up with you anymore. Goodbye and good luck.
Mom kicked and screamed, but Dad just threw her bags out. Then Dad hugged me.
I love you, Cece, and I'm so proud of you.
I love you too, Dad. And since then, our lives have been so much better.